There is my fan base waiting with bated breath for my next narrative on stone circles on Dartmoor. They just cannot wait. I've had my bouncers trying to run them away, but no, they keep coming back. I'm famous at last. Right, this is Sourton Tors stone circle. It's hard to find as it's. Oh, look, there's that Neolithic backpack again. Wherever I go, that Neolithic backpack is there. So Sourton Tors sits on the saddle between Sourton Tors there and Corn Ridge there. But what a beautiful place to have it. There's Brentor off in the distance there. You can just about see it. With its lovely church on top. And over towards the Meldon Reservoir over there. God, it's beautiful up here. I'd love to see what it was like in its heyday. Anyway, this is Sourton Tors Stone Circle. As I said, it's hard to find because it's recumbent. It dates back to the later part of the Neolithic and the early Bronze Age, dating back to about 2300 BC, making it almost, what's that, 4,300 years old, or in my language, almost 4,500 years old. There is a stone there underneath all that gorse. It's about 30 metres in diameter, I think, on my count. It's a similar size to Greyweathers and Scorrel, in my opinion, because I've only just been there recently. I think those two stones there, I don't know if they're just there, but it strikes me as almost like it could have been an entrance into the stone circle, because there's that one and that one. We'll follow that track up and lead straight into the start. There's another one that's lying down. That must be about 6 feet, 2 metres. Something like that. These stones are huge, so in its day it would have been quite impressive. So I often wonder about the purposes of this, whether it's ceremonial, processional, may have been seasons, marking the seasons, maybe even menstrual cycles, who knows. I mean, these people are a lot more intelligent and clever than I think we ever give them credit for. Hope you can hear me because it's incredibly windy up here today. There's another one stone in there, and it goes off around here. Very difficult to see. There's one there. You can just about work it out, but it's big enough. Yeah, that's another one. Not sure. There's the next one. Almost as I said, you can hardly see it. And then back to where we started. And this one here with the Neolithic backpack. Right, in my opinion, maybe even burials, sacrifices, maybe the sacrifice of Vestal virgins. Now, Vestal virgins, I don't know if any of you know, they are an actual real thing, but they were, in ancient Rome, a Vestal virgin was consecrated as one of the priestesses of the goddess Vesta, tasked with maintaining the sacred fire in her temple and taking a vow of chastity for 30 years. I think we call that these days marriage. Anyway, now in my inane ramblings on, I've had to write this down because there's so much of it. I found out that there's a local legend around here that nearby a main highway called Kingsway is supposed to be haunted by a certain Lady Howard, who was said to have poisoned 2 of her 4 hubbies. Legend also states on certain days the pounding of horses' hooves and the jangling of chains can be heard, and all the local men hide in fear of their lives. Though I think the chains are Jacob Marley's trying to scare her off. Anyway, this is Sourton Tors stone circle. That's the most prominent stone. They've also got a very interesting old apple press around here, but I don't think that's in my remit on this particular video.